Hi everyone. So in this class, we are going to discuss about types of transmission lines, transmission line parameters, and applications of transmission line. So previous class we have discussed about introduction to transmission line, equivalent circuit of a transmission line, and basic principle of the transmission line. So in this session, we are going to discuss about types of the transmission line. In transmission line basically are classified into three categories. So that are open wire lines, coaxial cable lines and waveguides. So first we are going to discuss about open wire transmission lines. So this is the figure of open wire transmission lines. So what is open wire transmission line? Open wire transmission lines are the parallel conductors open to air, hence called open wire transmission lines. The conductors are separated by air as a dielectric and mounted on the poles. The telephone lines and electrical power transmission lines are the good examples of the open wire transmission lines. There are certain disadvantages of the open wire transmission line which are requirement to telephone telephone poles and towers and hence high initial cost affected by atmosphere conditions like wind, air, ice, etc. And its maintenance is difficult and possibility of shorting due to flying objects and boats, but less capacitance compared to underground cable is the advantage of the open wire transmission line. So that is a definition of open wire transmission line and advantage and disadvantage of open wire transmission. And second category of the transmission line is cables, coaxial cables. Simply cables are coaxial cables. So coaxial cables are underground transmission lines. The telephone cables consist of hundreds of conductors which are individually insulated with paper. These are twisted in pairs and combined together and placed inside a protective lid or plastic sheet. See the figure of the coaxial cable transmission line. While underground electrical transmission cables consist of two or three large conductors which are insulated with oil, impregnated paper or other solid dielectric and placed inside protective lead sheath. See the figure of coaxial cable transmission line. The next category of the transmission line is waveguides. So these types of transmission lines are used to transmit the electrical waves at microwave frequencies. The energy is transmitted from inner walls of the tube by the phenomena of the total internal reflections. The rectangular waveguide. See the waveguide. This is the rectangular waveguide transmission line. So these are the different categories of the transmission lines. Next, coming to transmission line parameters. There are four important transmission line parameters that are resistance, inductance, conductance and capacitance. These four parameters are called as primary constants of the transmission lines. These four parameters are called as primary constants of the transmission line. And the first one is resistance. So what is the resistance? The resistance is defined as the loop resistance per unit length of the transmission line. It is the sum of the resistance of both the wires. What is a transmission line? Transmission line is nothing but a pair of parallel wires. Okay, the resistance is it is the resistance of sum of the resistance of both the wires for unit length. and it is measured in ohms per meter. And second parameter of the transmission line is inductance. Inductance or loop inductance. The inductance is defined as the loop inductance per unit length of the line. It is the sum of the inductance of both the wires per unit length, and it is measured in Henry per unit length. Next one is capacitance. Capacitance is defined as the shunt capacitance between two parallel conductors per unit length of the transmission line, and it is measured in farad per unit length. And fourth one is conductance. Conductance is defined as the shunt conductance between two parallel conductors per unit length of the transmission line, and it is measured in moles per unit length. Moles per unit length. The series impedance, the series Z is equal to R plus J omega L is the series impedance, and Y is equal to G plus J omega C is the shunt admittance of a transmission line. Next, coming to applications of transmission line. Applications of transmission line. The applications of the transmission lines are they are used to transfer energy from one circuit to another circuit. They are used to transfer energy from one circuit to another circuit. They can be used to they can be used as circuit elements like inductors, capacitors, and so on. And another advantage is they can be used as a impedance matching devices. Transmission lines can be used as a impedance matching devices. And fourth one is transmission lines can be used as a stubs. And fifth advantage is they can be used as a measuring devices. Measuring devices. And next advantage is coaxial cables are frequently used in laboratories and to connect televisions to the TV antennas. Next advantage is twisted pairs and coaxial cables are used in computer networks such as Ether networks and internetwork. Next advantage is pairs of parallel lines are used in telephony and power transmission. These are the applications of transmission lines. These are the applications of transmission line.